Welcome to the Zaxby's pregame show.
Sanford, North Carolina, home of the Southern League Cavaliers, as they welcome back to Sanford somewhat of a North Carolina legend, Burton Cates, head coach at Eastern Randolph. 25 years at Eastern Randolph, and then spent 9 years across town at Lee County and had success there, but he's been back now. This is his 7th season, and he leads Eastern Randolph into Sanford to take on Southern Lee. Southern Lee, a program that's on the come up. I think they would have preferred to have another warm-up game before they got into this. Eastern Randolph, one of the 1A powerhouses historically in North Carolina, and here in the last couple of years hasn't been any different. This should be a great matchup. Southern Lee looking to wreck a little shop and keep the momentum going. Eastern Randolph, they've played big games before. I'd love to. I hope I get a chance to talk to Burton before he gets out of here. I'd like to see what it's like being back in this part of the country again. All right, 7 o'clock kick. They kind of crossed everybody up. This was Military Appreciation Night on campus here at Southern Lee. I'm Chris Delambert. Jerry Chalmers will be around here shortly, and we look forward to bringing you the NFHS Game of the Week. Stick around.
Welcome to the Classic Nissan Game of the Week, only on the NFHS Network, brought to you by New Image Media.
All right, Southern Lee, it's obvious, trying to make more of a spectacle of Friday nights. Nice crowd out here tonight. And Eastern Randolph from up the road has traveled well. The weather could not be more perfect, and we are about ready to kick off. Southern Lee set to receive. Southern, a 3A school, Eastern Randolph, a 1A school. Sometimes you would expect a big disparity, but I think tonight evenly matched in terms of overall size. A very seasoned Southern Lee team with a lot of young men that got a lot of playing time as freshmen and sophomores, and now become upperclassmen and looking to make some noise in the Cape Fear River Valley Conference. Southern in the blue will receive. Eastern Randolph in their road whites. And here's a high spinning kick. It'll be taken at the 25. And cuts it back up, and a nice return out across the 42. That's Brett Blanks, the wide receiver, with the return. Sets Southern Lee up with good field position. You'll see a very methodical Southern Lee offense here. They will huddle up. Break the huddle with just Blank split wide. Robbie Sims, the quarterback, hands on first down. It'll be a short gain out across the 43, close to the 45. All right, 2nd and 8 for the Cavs. And the hand again is up the middle. And a pile pushes forward. It'll be another short gain, 3rd and 5 coming up. Not a whole lot of imagination in this offensive game plan. Southern Lee and Coach Fred Blanks, they want to line up and pound you. Senior quarterback Robbie Sims, see if he's called upon to pass here. 2 wideouts in the formation. They come out in the eye. Sims drops, looking, got a man. Brought in and carried across the 45 down to the 44, and that will be a Delambert Stone first down. Suddenly across enemy territory. I like the numbers over here, the orange and the blue. These machines that are painting lines now are doing things that mere mortal humans struggled with for a very long time. Sims hands up the middle and dancing, scooting, and on the carry, Johnny Jones, he'll have 4, and that'll bring up 2nd and 6. We've talked about it during previous telecasts. Johnny Jones, probably the most experienced, seasoned running back between the 2 Lee County schools, which is a bit of a surprise given the running back factory that Lee County across town has become. All right, Sims under center, takes a snap, hands to the fullback, and he'll carry the pile, and that'll be another Delambert Stone first down, Southern Lee. All right, 1st and 10 at the 32 for Southern. Nice drive coming together. And the hand again is to the fullback. And he'll have about half of what he needed. 2nd and 5 coming up. Sims brings man in motion. And once again, the fullback ball's out. And good heads-up play there by the quarterback to fall on that. After all that excitement, it'll be a gain of about 1 and 3rd and 4 coming up. Sims shuttles over to the sideline, gets the play call from head coach Fred Blank, 2nd-year head coach. Sims takes a snap, drops, looking. He'll take off and is going to be pulled down. Good open field tackle there by Eastern Randolph. It was number 6. We don't have a 6 in the program. And 4th and short coming up for Southern. No hesitation. They'll go for it. Sims, a mobile quarterback who's gotten more decisive as the last couple years have rolled on and does a good job with his wheels as much as he does his arm these days. Call it 4th and a long 1. And there's a false start. And that'll sting. Johnny Kershaw, the big freshman left tackle that everybody in this program is excited about. Got a little confused on the snap count, I believe. And with 7:29 to go in the first quarter, we've got our first flag of the night. And now they've decided they're going to bring Turbo McCullum on. Brian McCullum, this will be from 46. The last time we saw him hit it from this spot on the field or near to it, it was to beat Lee County in the Brick City Bowl last year on the final play of the game. McCullum with a big leg. Snap is up and is blocked. And Eastern Randolph going to pick it up. They'll fall on it all the way down at the 5-yard line. And Eastern Randolph will take over. Really slow on the mechanics there. And the ball just wasn't going to get up high enough to elude the oncoming rush. So the first splash play of the game is Eastern Randolph. It all worked out in the end. His field position is all the way back at the 5-yard line. Whereas had it been missed, it'd have been better off for Eastern Randolph. So I think Southern will take that. All right, Eastern Randolph comes out in a spread bunch formation. Cade McCallum at quarterback. Now they'll move to a 3-wide set. McCallum drops, gets it out quickly, has got a man, and it'll be run out of bounds close to a first down up around 13. Eastern Randolph, a team that particularly under Burton Cates has been a perennial powerhouse in the 1A North Carolina division. They've been to the playoffs every year for the last 6 since Cates returned in 2018. And in each of the last 2 years, lost in the playoffs to eventual state champion Mount Airy. McCallum surveys the defense, brings a man in motion, a jet action, ball's out. McCallum picks it up, and that was a mess. All right, so after a promising first down play, they'll take a loss, and this will bring up 3rd and 6. Don't know if they were actually pulling the trigger. The jet motion came across the formation, and chaos ensued. All right, 3rd and 6 as Eastern Randolph avoids a disaster. Play clock seemed to be working tonight. It's always a hit or miss proposition. Eastern Randolph starts from that bunch again and now moves into a 2-back set, 3 wideouts. McCallum drops, pressure, gets it out. It's a beautiful ball and received. And that'll be more than enough for a Delambert Stone first down on the play out to the 27-yard line. Maybe they'll call it the 28 after the spot. So a pickup of 17 on 3rd down, and Eastern Randolph keeps the drive alive. Good coverage there, good rush by Southern. Just great execution by McCallum in this offense. All right, McCallum again. Got a collision in the backfield. McCallum this time takes off and runs with it. It'll be dragged down, but he'll have 7 on the carry. And again, a little confusion in the backfield. Draw these plays up, they don't ever wind up with 2 people in the same space at the same time. All right, Eastern Randolph, unlike most spread teams, pretty methodical in their pacing as well, so this will be a low-volume affair between these 2 teams. In a day and age where there's a lot of hand signals and teams go straight to the line and seem to want to get in as many plays as possible, these 2 teams more of a throwback. There's the jet sweep. And nice move there by 16. And he'll be out across the 40-yard line. That'll be an Eastern Randolph first down. Raiden West on the carry. Same guy that had the nice reception on 3rd down prior, so both first downs a product of young Mr. West. All right, 2 backs again, 3 wideouts. And the hand is up the middle, and ball carrier loses his footing a little bit. Be out there, get a short gain on the play. My own personal overlap at Lee County with Burton Cates spanned about 4 years, and he is a masterful football coach. However, not a big fan of publishing accurate stats and rosters online. All right, McCallum with the handoff up the middle and picks his way. And ball carrier is going to be down the field and ripped down at the 41-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds, and that'll be another Eastern Randolph first down. All right, 3:38. Eastern Randolph makes their first foray into Southern Lee territory. McCallum from the gun. And the hand is up the middle, and if Southern can't stop that, Eastern Randolph's just going to do it all night. That'll be out a gain of 8, bring up second and short. McCallum takes a snap, drops, looking down the middle of the field, throws it up and brought in. What a great catch. What a great catch. The coverage was there. Almost looked like he threw it up there like a 50-50 ball. And Raiden West, who's doing his thing thus far, brings in the touchdown. 41 yards on the strike. And a contested catch. Did a good job to go up there and fight for it. 95% of the way through that ball's arc. I didn't think it was going to be completed, but West makes the catch. And Eastern Randolph has an impressive touchdown to open. And now on the trick play, they convert the 2, and they'll go up 8-0. So Eastern Randolph strikes first. We'll be back after these messages to see if Southern Lee can respond.
Introducing Zaxby's new chicken finger tacos. One with pico and creamy chipotle ranch, and the other with bacon and avocado ranch. Chicken experts since 1990. Taco experts since now. Woo, saucy! Zaxby's.
The only thing real in this video is the new Mr. Beast box at Zaxby's. This restaurant, it's a green screen. The ground I'm walking on, it's a treadmill. Me? I'm not Mr. Beast.
I'm Chandler. Go get the new Mr. Beast box at Zaxby's. It has Feastables.
All right, welcome back to Sanford, North Carolina, home of the Lee County, and sometimes we forget about the Southern Lee Cavaliers. Southern down 8-0 to visiting Eastern Randolph early. If one thing is certain about this Southern Lee team, they will fight to the final gun, but they don't want to dig themselves a hole here. They need to respond, put a nice drive together. Everything seemed to be going well for them first time out until a fourth down false start kind of derailed the drive, and then they had the field goal blocked. Eastern Randolph really didn't seem like there was a whole lot of resistance. Moved it down the field, and the 41-yard strike from Cade McCallum to Raiden West resulted in the 8 points on the board. It is good to see this crowd out here at Southern Lee. It's a beautiful facility, and for a couple of years, crowds out here started to get a little lean, but the program is back winning football games, and it's amazing the effect that it has and how immediate that is. After a 6-5 season last year, it kind of caught people off guard and included a trip to the North Carolina 3A playoffs. Southern off to a quick start this year. This probably, well, I don't think there's much doubt about it. This is the most difficult of the games on their preseason schedule by any measure. And I think the staff and squad here think of this as a litmus test game. On the other hand, Eastern Randolph probably looking at it as less of a litmus test and more of an opportunity to get a preseason W. There's a return and tripped. Brett Blanks had a chance to go the distance and tripped over the 30 or the 45-yard line. Behind the play, there's a flag anyway, which is probably going to be a hold, which is going to take what would have been great field position and turn it into not so great field position. It is a hold. And that'll be a spot foul from back at the 26-yard line. So they'll set up at their 16 after this is walked off. Southern always has been the home to explosive athletes. And you saw a little bit of that there. You give a couple of these young men a step, and they'll run right by you. All right, Robbie Sims trots back onto the field with instructions from the sideline. 2:34 to go in the first quarter, facing an 8-0 deficit. I wouldn't suspect there'll be anything different than we saw in the first drive. Well, I say that, and they come out 3 wide to open. Sims is under center, though. And from that 3 wide set, they'll run it right up the middle. That is Johnny Jones with a short gain, 2nd and 8 coming up. I see the barbecue going over there by the concession, and I'm not going to get too excited yet. But that could be an indication that Southern Lee, the boosters, have rolled back out the steak sandwich that became so popular out here. There's a first down completion to Brett Blanks. He'll have 11 on the catch, and that'll be a Southern Lee first down. First downs this year brought to you by Delambert Stone PLLC. They are there to assist with all your legal needs, and I say they, I mean me. All right, clock inside 2 minutes. Sims under center. And there's a flag before the snap. Got to be some sort of motion. And it is. Ball be set back at the 25-yard line. That'll make it 1st and 14. And it's right up the middle. Kamari Davis, the fullback, plunges forward, and he'll be back close to the original line of scrimmage. Gain of 4 on the play. All right, here comes the option. Sims turns it up. Nice tackle in there by Eastern Randolph, and after a short gain, it'll be 3rd and 9. Yeah, another whistle. Now we got an official's timeout.
Third down and 8, Cavaliers.
Oh, and there's a Eastern Randolph player's down. Looks like he's going to get to the sideline without too much to do. All right, suddenly breaks the huddle. This likely to be, or possibly, the last play of the first quarter. 3rd and 9. Sims drops, looking down the field. Now he scrambles to his right, or to his left rather, and to be out close to a first down. Coach Blanks with a decision to make here. Needed the 41, got the 42. Some of the players not real excited about the spot there. And, yeah, they're going to keep it just across the 42, about a half-yard short. I don't think there's much question they're going to go for it here.
38 results in a 4th down and 1, Cavaliers.
And if I were a betting man, I don't think they get cute with it. I think it's Kamari Davis up the middle. Clock is stopped right now. They'll wind the clock. Southern could let this run out and talk about it during the break. Well, they're slow winding the clock, and at this point, they got to get a play off. They need a timeout. I don't know what was going on. This is a mess. So the play clock expired, but I don't That is an amazing development. They set the ball. Oh, it's still early in the season, I suppose. So 4th and 6 instead of 4th and 1. That's a suspect call. At the same time, the play clocks are on in the corners, and somebody's got to see that. But the officials very slow to set that football. Of course, they're not going to incur the penalty for delay of game. Now they got a hold, so regardless of what happens here, and it's on the ground. Got to think that's a hold, and there's a little shove after the play too, getting a little chippy. So all round, not great developments for Southern Lee. 10 seconds to go in the first quarter, and the Eastern Randolph Wildcats are going to be set up a great field position at the 34-yard line.
Holding on the Cavaliers is declined. Eastern Randolph takes over. 1st and 10.
A little grumpiness coming from the Southern Lee crowd, and probably warranted. All right, 1st and 10 Wildcats. Moving across your screen left to right. Wildcats looking to punch one in and put their stamp on this game. And there's the hand up the middle. And just pushing the pile. It'd be 12. There's a late flag comes in. I'm interested to see what this is. And I don't know how it could be holding as the whole pile was moving. But you got to think that's what it is. For now, the ball's set down at the 22. We'll see what the call is.
Sideline warning, Cavaliers.
Oh, my goodness. So not a penalty at all. That'll be the first warning for unsportsmanlike conduct, a sideline violation. So it is a Delambert Stone first down for Eastern Randolph, and that brings us to the conclusion of the first quarter.
All you do is win, 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 no matter what. We got you on our minds, we can never get enough. Every time you step into our building, everybody's hands go up. And they stay there, and they stay there, and they stay there. All you do is win, win, win. Put your hands in the air when you go there.
Visit us online at ClassicNissanSanford.com or call 1-855-461-9595. Classic Nissan Sanford.
All right, Eastern Randolph set up at the 22-yard line, 1st and 10. Looking to punch it in, and I have been joined by the illustrious Jerry Chalmers. Appreciate you making it out there, buddy.
Yeah, man. A little hard work today. Got me
you.
in finance now, man. So a little different.
All right, 1st and 10. Brian McCullum and the Eastern Randolph Wildcats looking to punch this in again. Bring a man in motion. Drops, looking, got a man wide open in the right flat. It's going to be a hold. This is going to come back as the completion is all the way down inside the 10. But this is sort of a tit-for-tat holding. This is getting chippy, Jerry. You've missed the first quarter.
Chris,
little chippiness.
Catch me up a little bit, man.
Chippiness.
What did I miss?
Well, you missed a couple bad penalties for Southern Lee. On the first drive, Southern was moving the ball, had 4th and 1 down at about the 25-yard line, and on 4th down, left tackle false start. They decided to kick field goal on 4th down from 46. It was blocked, but rolled all the way to the 5-yard line, so Eastern Randolph had a long field. Eastern Randolph on offense pretty much did whatever they wanted to and got the ball across midfield, and then McCallum hit Raiden West on about a 41-yard touchdown pass where the receiver just made a great play. This last drive for Southern, again they had 4th and 1, and they got called for a very suspect delay of game penalty, and they decided to go for it, backed up in their own end, and threw an incompletion, turned it over. So now Eastern Randolph with a short field is driving. And there, I was going to say that run game that Eastern Randolph is employing is not going to work all night. These Southern Lee linebackers, when they start playing north-south, they're just too effective. Eastern Randolph has done a good job thus far of mixing it up and keeping them off balance. But if they start leaning on that run, Southern will tee off on it, and they won't be able to do that all night.
Right.
But in the pass game, Eastern Randolph looking pretty good so far. All right, clock inside of 11 minutes. Neither one of these teams in any hurry to run plays. West motions out to the right side. 3 wide right. McCollum drops and throws it, and they're throwing that underneath the coverage.
It's there. That's 2 plays in a row, basically.
They're going to have to adjust because they're running the receivers. The receivers are running the defensive backs off of that and just sneaking that receiver underneath. But as you know, sir, Burton Cates finds something that causes you problems. He'll just do it over and over and over again. And Coach Blanks, tired of seeing the same thing, wants a timeout so he can preach to his defenders. 10:36 to go in the second quarter. We'll see you on the other side of the break.
It's crazy, them.
90 years ago, First Bank was founded. You know First Bank, the one where you are greeted by name, the one dead to the community, and the one born in the heart of the Carolinas.
We were to realize their dreams by providing financial solutions and building trusted relationships. My name is Rich Trogdon, and we are First Bank.
All right, welcome back to Sanford, North Carolina. 10:36 to go in the second quarter. Southern Lee trailing 8-0, trying to mitigate the damage here on this Eastern Randolph drive. Had them in a tough spot, but the completion brings up 3rd and 3 for Eastern Randolph.
And Chris, I know you spoke on the legend that's on the other sideline.
He is Burton Cates, the all-time, not the all-time. He is the current
yes,
active winningest coach in North Carolina high school football history.
Sir.
By my count, 369 wins.
Whew. Monstrous.
You don't even have 369 wins on Madden.
I sure don't.
All right, McCallum hands, and great tackle. He crawls forward, going to be just short of the first down, I think. Depends on the spot here. And we're going to call it 4th down, 4th and a couple feet, it looks like.
Number 3 on the tackle there. Let me see this, Chris, there. That paper right there.
All right, Eastern Randolph breaks the huddle, and for all intents and purposes appears to be going for it.
Bless you.
All right, McCallum from the gun. Tried the hard count. That didn't work. Now he'll get the actual play call. Been really impressed with McCallum's command of the offense so far. Very comfortable. And he'll get the timeout. There was some confusion about what they saw.
Yeah.
Timeout, Wildcats.
So you, sir, are a man very familiar with Burton Cates. What are your memories of Burton when he was across town at Lee County?
Well, I'll tell you what. Jaden was in the 9th grade. My son was in the 9th grade. He got through his freshman year. Coach Cates actually called me and him down to the office, and he kicked off my son's recruiting trail down at ECU. Definitely tried to get us to come up to Eastern Randolph. But, you know,
I don't think you're supposed to say that on the air.
Well, you know, I mean, just speaking. It was like, maybe you guys should move up this way. You know, didn't try anything crazy. But, I mean, at the time, man, it was a great thought. You know, he was his son more so. Can't think of his first name.
Foster, who is
Cates,
the athletic director at Eastern Randolph. He played quarterback for Burton there.
Great guy, man. He was great. I can't say anything bad about those two. What they did at Lee County was crazy. That defense when Jacobs was there was great, but when Coach Cates was there, it was on a whole nother level.
All right, 4th and 1. There's the hand stacked up and not going to get it.
I don't think he got it.
Ooh.
I don't.
Looked like he was short
it.
here, and this guy on the far side is waving the chains forward. That's a funny place to get that spot from. Now the head official's like, yeah, hold up, we're not.
The chain gang,
We're not
Chris.
as sure over here close to the sticks. And the chain gang gets to make an appearance. A little disappointed they don't have the same digital down marker that we saw last week at Lee County. You got an update? What's going on over at Lee County? Well, they're just kicking off.
0-0.
You know. I'm going to tell you something, Jerry, and this is off topic a little bit, but we got a little time to kill with the chain gang. I spent the afternoon down at Union Pines the other day. It's different. Just remember I said that.
Hey, man, when you get different leadership, it changes the culture.
And that is going to be a Delambert Stone first down for Eastern Randolph. It was really close. It is it's different. 9:40 to go. Eastern Randolph looking to walk this thing down there. And now we got another timeout. This is 3 timeouts in the course of about 5 minutes. We'll take a break with this one. You're watching the NFHS Game of the Week, brought to you by Classic Nissan. We'll see you on the other side.
You don't know what to choose? Well, filters are the same. Copas, and I don't sign in the yard, the MLS and Hope Mission. Provide my marketing plan, professional staging for videography and drone, no cost to you. Contact with Remax Real Estate Service at 919-356. Visit me at chris.com.
And we were concluding our conversation that I started about my experience at Union Pines this past week. We'll keep an eye on their game as they host Western Hornet today.
Oh.
I'm going to predict somewhere in the realm of 45-0.
Okay.
All right, McCallum and the Wildcats inside the Remax red zone, down about the 12-yard line. 1st and 10. Southern doesn't want to get they don't want to get too much distance here between them and Eastern Randolph.
I agree. Pressure.
All right, McCallum rolling, and makes a great senior decision. He picks up 2. It'll be 2nd and 8. Our buddy Nate Cochran down there is part of the team at at Union Pines tonight. So UP last week, 7 interceptions. Did you hear me, sir?
I did.
7 picks. They got that defense flying to the ball. I'm very interested to see what they do. I would think that they should go 4-0 through the preseason, and they actually get to kind of ease into their conference schedule, unlike Southern, whose schedule we looked at last time. There's a hold, and that's coming back on a nice run by a big, good-looking running back.
He's solid.
But, if you get called for the flag, you probably don't want to engage the official because then everybody in the building knows who got the flag. 9:25, clock stopped, and instead of a touchdown, it'll be 2nd and a lot.
Let's see what I got here. See if I can. Any games kicked off already? Well, Chris, I stopped by. I was in Charlotte this week, finance school, and I stopped by West Mecklenburg.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, sir. Bigger city football.
Whoa, and there'll be another flag on Eastern Randolph. They're going the wrong direction.
Will bring you would definitely see some things that you don't normally see. I will say that.
So I don't know. You and I haven't talked much about it. Last year when the state was going to a 7A system, we talked at length about it, and now it's been tweaked. And I don't know if you're aware. You know that we're going to an 8A system.
Yeah.
And it'll be the big 32, I think, will be in that top division. I think West Mecklenburg will be one of those schools.
They have about 90 kids on varsity.
McCallum throws it over top of everybody. Well, and you see the in-game coaching there. That was the same screen design that we saw successful to the other side a couple of times in a row. I don't know what the adjustment was. I know that it was articulated aggressively, and Southern's not going to let that happen again. 9:21 to go. Clock stopped. as Eastern Randolph backed up at the 22-yard line. You can call it the 21.
Middle Creek, 7-0 over Pinecrest right now.
Okay. Our good friend Andre Jacobs, the head coach at Middle Creek.
And they're down in Southern Pines tonight.
All right, McCallum drops. Here comes pressure, throws it up.
That
Got
should
a
be
man
a
wide. Picked, and this could go. This could go. Got one man to beat. Oh, and he just gets him. Brett Blank showing that explosiveness, great ball skills, and turns the momentum on its ear as he brings it back 40, we'll call it 38 yards on the return. Brett Blank's called by some the best athlete in this county. There's some folks that would agree with that and some that would disagree. But great play there by the receiver / cornerback. The thing I love about Brett Blanks is he never gets excited. I don't know how much time you spent around him. He's about the most mild-mannered guy you've ever met and never seems to get tired.
His dad. I mean, you know.
He couldn't be more different than his dad. All right, Robbie Sims and this Cavalier offense back out. 9:09 to go in the second quarter. Sims under center, drops. Looking for a big play, tucks it, jumps over a defender. Now he's going to carry it up the middle, and looking like Lamar Jackson out there, goes for 8.
Cardinal Gibbons, 10. Richmond County, 0.
No shame in being down 10-0 to Cardinal Gibbons with the way things are, and I think everybody in the state would be glad to see them go to 8A.
Yeah, definitely.
Weddington, too.
Yes,
in fact, I was having a conversation with a coach the other day, and the first 2 words out of his mouth are, nobody has to worry about Weddington and Cardinal Gibbons anymore. 8.5. 8.5 to go in the quarter. Blanks in motion. Sims hands it right up the middle. Nope. He did.
He got it first.
And Kamari Davis is going to get a favorable spot there. Needed 2, got 2.5, and that'll be a Delambert Stone first down, Southern Lee.
So I talked a lot about Robbie Sims. I mean, to me, man, I can take it back to last year in the Brick City Bowl. His poise.
It's
I love it.
Wild to say, but this Southern Lee team, very intense guys, but very cool guys.
Very cool.
They just
he seemed to not get rattled. Even in that right there was a lot of pressure. He had a lot of pressure coming from all sides.
Yep.
Did not get rattled. None whatsoever.
All right, so first down just across midfield. Oh, and they got another delay of game. This one a little less suspect than the first. You know, they need to find one of those special teams guys and put them on that clock.
Yeah.
They got the clocks working in the corner. There's not excuses there is sometimes when you're counting on a number in somebody's head. But that one stings. 1st and 15. And Sims is going to keep trying to get around the left side. Well contained by the Wildcats. And Sims will only pick up a foot or so. 2nd and long. And we've got a Wildcat down. And while the medical staff tends to him, we'll take a quick break. You're watching the Classic Nissan Game of the Week.
Well, Chris Locker, we're going to be here.
I think we're going to stick around.
Yeah. Get the camera angle right for it. There we go. And now we're back.
All right.
We're back. Yes, sir.
All right, Southern facing 2nd and about 14 3/4. It's a calibrated eye there, Jerry.
Oh, yeah.
7:32 to go in the second quarter. Pace of the game was pretty quick going there for a while, but flags and incompletions.
Slowed it back down.
It is slowed to a bit of a crawl. All right. Lee County out of that offset eye. Now they run the option, and Jones with work to do, and the ball is out, and now it's picked up by number 12, There's a flag. What a heads-up play. That was Sheed Williams. Sheed Williams, Johnny on the spot, picked that thing up. And if nothing else, is going to give Eastern Randolph a decision to make here, because had that gotten stopped where Jones originally lost the ball, they would have declined it and made it third down. Instead, I think they're going to go with accepting the penalty, and it'd be 2nd and a mile. These officials not bashful with the flags tonight.
Penalties definitely can.
They've already played a big
yes,
part in this game. 2nd and 24 coming up, 7:16 to go in the second. And Southern, team that likes to play their cards kind of close to the vest, I think we might see a couple shots here.
Oh yeah.
If they can get Williams or Blanks isolated,
I think we're going to see something.
Well, here we go. 3 wideouts for Southern. Sims drops. Looking, and has a man down the middle, and he's got Sheed Williams. There he goes! He was a step away. On 2nd and 24, they'll pick up 31. Sheed Williams got loose, and I tell you what, an ankle tackle saved a touchdown for Eastern Randolph. Man, when you watch Sims and these receivers do that, it's hard to wonder why you don't do a little bit more.
A whole lot more.
The philosophy here at Southern, they like to run that football. I think Coach Blank's an old subscriber to the Woody Hayes philosophy that if you pass the ball, 3 things can happen. 2 of them are bad. All right, there's Jones. Jones with a nice run. Another ankle tackle there. He'll have about 7 on the carry.
Well, let's see if that will give Southern Lee a little bit of air, man. So, Chris, our buddy Nate's down at Union Pines tonight.
He is.
And they're playing.
They have got Western Hornet tonight.
Right. That's what you said. Tried to look them up there for a second. Didn't see anything yet.
All right, Sims under center. Short drop. Throws it out there. Sheed Williams goes up for it.
Sir.
Sheed Williams has got it at the 1 yard. Oh, no, they're going to say incomplete.
What?
You got to sell it better than that. You got to get up there like you caught that thing. The sideline trying to make a case that he caught it, but she didn't do a good enough job of selling it. Good coverage over there, and you've talked about that young man's athleticism.
Man, listen, man, he's something serious.
On a 50-50 ball.
On a 50-50 ball, and you give me Jaden Hill and Sheed Williams. I mean,
I'm gonna tell you what. Now, after Jaden Hill's interception at the end of that ball game,
crazy.
I was waiting to see if it was a national highlight.
Yeah.
Man, oh man. Talk about ball skills. All right, from the eye. Williams pitches.
Nice
Jones
block.
got work to do. He will be out across the 25, close to the first down. It's going to depend on the spot. That is really, really close. No, the far side official loving to make those calls. He's a mile from the sticks, but he makes the call to his 4th down.
Like last night.
He literally couldn't. Oh, my goodness.
Can't be closer than that.
And, as bad as I wanted that to go to overtime, he was out.
He was out by literally a toenail.
For those that don't know what we're talking about, Baltimore losing to Kansas City after it appeared that they had tied or at least set the game up to tie. Harbaugh might have gone for 2. And Sims pushing the pile. I don't think he got it. Again, it's going to depend on the spot, but this near side official, he didn't seem to give him anything. And Eastern Randolph may have turned this thing over. Let's see. I was surprised by the play call. You got Kamari Davis, who's hard to stop.
Yeah.
And it is a Eastern Randolph first down. Needed less than a foot and didn't get anything. All right, so the Southern Lee defense got a hold here. 5:10 to go for Eastern Randolph as they go the other way. Regardless of the outcome, I think Southern needed that drive to get a little bit of momentum back.
They did. As we see in the passing game, it may be there for Southern, man. We may see a different team in the second half.
Nah.
You don't think so?
Nah. They're going to run that football.
Yes, sir.
They're going to run that football. All right, McCallum hands. And that's a big back.
Yeah,
I wish he was on the roster. No idea who that is. Number 8, though. Apologies to your parents. We'd love to give you flowers, but just don't have you in our program.
Eastern Randolph had a back 2 years ago. I want to say he's over at Carolina. So they've been known to have some big ones come from that way, man.
Well, that is a big young man playing tailback. All right, 2nd and 5. McCallum hands up the middle again, and he'll have about 6 on the carry. And I tell you, boy, it is chippy out there in that line.
It is.
On a night where there's been a little flag happiness, a little surprised there wasn't anything there.
He's an AAU size running back. You see some of the running backs in AAU, man, you'd be surprised, Chris. They got linemen running the ball.
I know. That's a Eastern Randolph first down. First down is brought to you by Delambert Stone. All your legal needs. McCallum flips it out there and be taken down after a gain of about 2. That's one of those dangerous tackles. Wrapped him up and spun him around. Nothing illegal about it. Just hold your breath. 2nd and 8.
Rashid Williams on that tackle.
Sheet, a basketball star.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The youngest of the 3 brothers. You ever notice that the youngest brother somehow ends up being the better one?
There's a reason for that.
He got beat all his life.
That's right.
He got beat all his life.
All right, McCallum going to keep.
And nice
great
tackle.
play. Probably a bad decision to turn that outside. If he just turned it in and taken what was there, probably would have been better served. Tried to make a big play out of it, cut it outside, and well contained by this Southern Lee defense, the strength of which is in that back 7 always for this squad. This is a great group of linebackers, and these defensive backs do everything well. They tackle well. They play smart. They keep their eyes in the backfield. They a good group. All right, 3rd and 8 for the Wildcats. Clock down at 2:49 left in the half. McCallum rolls, looking, got a man at the sticks, and that is caught for an Eastern Randolph first down.
That was definitely a nice rollout, nice pass. Looked really good right there.
He's looked pretty good most of the night. They've got him listed at 5'11", 150.
He looks a little bigger than that to me.
I don't know if I'm buying 150.
I'm not buying that. The 5'11" I can buy, but not the 150.
All right, first down just across midfield for Eastern Randolph. Clock becoming a little bit of an issue, inside 2:20. And see if they play with a little bit more urgency. They've talked a little bit about it earlier. Both teams pretty methodical on offense. There's the snap. Hand is up the middle, and big gain here. He'll have 12-13 out across the 35-yard line, and that'll be an Eastern Randolph first down.
He's a low one.
He is. That's a big guy.
Yeah. I got any new updates.
All right, and Eastern Randolph into the hurry-up. Clock inside 150, and this time it'll be stacked up and leans forward for a short gain. Clock running 142, 41, 40. Southern Lee shuttling personnel into the game.
I'll give an update. Lee County 3, Southeast Guilford 3.
I think it's a big game for Lee County.
I definitely think so, too. And there's still missing players. Raymond Knott's still out tonight. Big part of their offense.
All right, McCullum from the gun. Drops. Looking deep. Down the middle. And a little bit of offensive interference there. Not called. Looked like there was a play to be made by the defender. Got a push in the back. Clock stop at 1:08 to go in the half. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Flag on the play. Personal foul. Eastern Randolph.
Oh, and the chippiness finally has resulted in a flag, and that's a big one. That is a big one. Be all the way back near midfield. The down marker says third. I'm pretty certain it's second down. Let's see if they. Am I crossed up? Well, let's see. I don't. Well, we'll go with it. 3rd and 15, maybe. McCullum from the gun. Drops. Pressure. Got that screen, throws it out there, and almost picked off. 2 Southern defenders had a bead on it. It falls to the ground. Clock stop at 1:03 to go. Per the down, well, and there's another flag.
Yes, Southern.
Oh, my goodness. Roughing the passer. So they're going to give those 15 right back.
I haven't seen this many flags.
Suspect.
In a little while.
Yeah. All right, and that will be a first down with the personal foul.
And that could be from the chippiness as well.
Automatic.
That's have to go back and look at the tape, Coach.
Oh, yeah.
All right, 1:03 to go. Clock stopped. It'll wind on the snap. Eastern Randolph, after all that, back to 1st and 10 from the 35. McCallum drops, no pressure, gets it out late. Great catch. Receiver went up and got it, and it'll be out of bounds down around the 20, and that'll be a Delambert Stone first down for the Wildcats. They'll hustle the line. I tell you, Jerry, this is a good quarterback and a good group of receivers. They will go get that football. All right, McCallum drops. Still no pressure. No pressure at all. And McCallum trying to get out of bounds, be wrapped up and taken down inbounds back at the 26. Call that a sack. 37 seconds to go, and Eastern Randolph looks like they'll take a timeout clock to stop that clock.
I'm going to throw that thing away there.
Yep, that's probably the first bad decision we've seen of the night from McCallum.
Oh, yeah.
And they'll take a – we're going to stay right here. Southern Lee playing good on defense in bursts. I'm a little interested with the pass rush there.
Yeah.
Not getting anything up the middle and off the edges, really relying on 2 guys to create pressure. That's probably not a great plan.
Not the norm.
It's still hard for me all these years later. I became accustomed to Don Simon when he was here 11, 12 years ago, where they blitzed every single play to watch a soft rush like that.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, we're gonna drop and play zone.
Oh, yeah.
You were across town so much, I don't know that you got to fully appreciate how that defense played. They were so much fun to watch, man.
I can be honest. For 4 years, I was across town. The only time I got to see the other one play was when they played each other, and those were never.
Those young men in that system love that. They got to blitz every single down somebody was coming. It was crazy. Didn't matter the situation. All right, 2nd and 14. Ball's on the ground, and McCallum be wrapped up, and Eastern Randolph kind of coming apart at the seams right now. They have already wound the clock. 22 seconds to go. No timeouts left for either team, I don't believe. Ball boy got to hustle to get off the field. All right, clock inside 10 seconds. McCallum rolls. Can't give up a big one here. McCallum slings it out, another flag, and the receiver dances out of bounds on the far side with 3 seconds to go. I think this has got to be a holdback here. Burton Cates is getting upset over there. He's had about enough of these flags.
It's hard to get for any team to get in a rhythm.
It really is.
Yeah. And sometimes you almost want to say, refs, let them play. Let them play football.
Play. All right, so they're going to talk about this. And it is a hold. And if they mark that from the spot, it is going to be a long, long way to get a first down here. And it looks like they're going to mark it back at mark it off from the 32. Not quite sure why they didn't mark it from the spot of the foul, but it's their thing. 3 seconds to go, so likely the last play. Barring a penalty, this will be the last play of the first half. Eastern Randolph up 8-0. Given the way things went out of the gate, I think Southern will take that. Eastern Randolph will get the ball to start the second half.
Right.
And I don't know that there's any adjustments for anybody to make. I think just better execution. You got to stop shooting yourself in the foot with these penalties.
Yes, sir. But to be able to hold them, though, them holding them on some of these drives, that it definitely is on Southern League's favor.
You just have to make sure you don't give up a cheap one here.
Yes, sir.
So they're going to play a 3-deep zone here.
Prevent.
Well, and now they're going to walk a little bit closer to the line of scrimmage. I kind of liked where they were to start there. So playing off man, 3 deep. Now they're going to back them up a little bit more. All right, and here comes pressure. Pressure. You better look out.
Sir.
I tell you what, that was finally some pass rush from Southern Lee. Jamari Hale with the sack there, and I tell you, McCallum lucky that there wasn't a strip. He was holding that thing kind of loosely, and you saw Hale try to chop that out of there.
Oh, yeah.
In the end, a big loud into the half will go to the half with Eastern Randolph up 8-0. They'll get the ball to start the second half. And, I like what I see from both teams. Yeah. Your thoughts, Jerry?
I honestly like Southern Lee holding his composure right there. I mean, they could have easily given up a touchdown earlier with the drives that Eastern Randolph had put together. The big tailback gaining big yards there, and then a couple of nice pass plays. But the penalties from both teams is the issue right now.
All right, we'll take a quick break.
Welcome to the RE/MAX Real Estate Service halftime show, brought to you by New Image Media, only on the NFHS Network.
Are you ready to sell your home and don't know which realtor to choose? Well, not all realtors are the same. I'm Crystal Copas, and I don't just stick a sign in the yard, throw it in the MLS, and hope to collect a commission. I provide a customized marketing plan that includes professional staging, photography, videography, and drone at no cost to you. Contact me, Crystal Copas, with RE/MAX Real Estate Service, and let's get your house sold. 919-356-5402 or visit me at crystalcopas.com.
All you do is win, 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 no matter what. We got you on our minds, we can never get enough. Every time you step into our building, everybody's hands go up. And they stay there, and they stay there, and they stay there. All you do is win, win, win. Put your hands in the air when you go there.
Visit us online at ClassicNissanSanford.com or call 1-855-461-9595. Classic Nissan Sanford.
We have a home at 225 Sainsbury Place.
Bring it.
We have automobiles.
Bring it.
I have golf clubs.
Bring it.
We have a trampoline.
Bring it.
I have jewelry.
Bring it. For all your home, auto, life,
all your insurance needs, give us a call at 919-774-4440.
Come see us in person, 1720 West Edward Drive in Sanford, right beside Dexter Steakhouse.
North Carolina Farm Bureau is a proud sponsor of
Scholar Athlete of the Week Award.
Introducing Zaxby's new chicken finger tacos. One with pico and creamy chipotle ranch, and the other with bacon and avocado ranch. Chicken experts since 1990. Taco experts since now. Woo, saucy! Zaxby's.
90 years ago, First Bank was founded. You know First Bank, the one where you are greeted by name, the one dedicated to the community, and the one born in the heart of the Carolinas.
We help our customers to realize their dreams by providing financial solutions and building trusted relationships. My name is Rich Trogdon, and we are First Bank.
We have a home at 225 Sainsbury Place.
Bring it.
We have automobiles.
Bring it.
I have golf clubs.
Bring it.
We have a trampoline.
Bring it.
I have jewelry.
Bring it.
For all your home,
Auto,
life,
all your insurance needs, give us a call at 919-774-4440.
come see us in person. 1720 West Edward Drive in Sanford, right beside Dexter Steakhouse.
North Carolina Farm Bureau is a proud sponsor of
Scholar Athlete of the Week Award.
Jerry, what do you think? I think you saw two teams that kind of did what they came in here intending to do.
Yeah.
Different, a lot of penalties, but also, Southern had a couple of opportunities where, a step. You had the Blanks interception return.
Williams
catch, and you missed on the opening kickoff. Brett Blanks almost took it to the house. Raiden West on the return had a couple of really big plays in the first half, and not so much on the kick return. They'll have it at the 16-yard line, 1st and 10, and West a little slow getting up.
Eastern Randolph takes over.
Not going to lie, Jerry, I'm very disappointed.
Why?
15.
The barbecue, the grill was out.
It was out.
And I thought there was a chance there was going to be ribeye sandwiches. No such luck.
Chris, I got a question.
What's up?
What do you call a group of Cavaliers?
I used to know that. I don't know.
A royalty. Yeah, man.
What about a group of Wildcats?
Oh, man. I don't know. Let's find out, though.
How can we find out?
Google. Google, we got it right here. Oh, wow. A group of Wildcats is called a destruction.
I love that. That's fantastic.
Yes, sir. That's all right. It would be hard for me not to put the ball in his gut all night.
Right?
I don't even see a need to pass. He's getting 4 or 5 yards every play.
It's a simple game.
So another score update. Yellow Jackets 3, Southeast Guilford 10.
All right, I said I thought that was a big game for Lee County. Plenty of time to go. Keep in mind, they kicked half an hour later than we did.
They did.
And that'll be incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Trying to find us some more score.
Get me that Union Pine score.
I'm looking. That's
Get
exactly
me that
who I'm
Union
looking
Pine
for.
score.
Rolesville is rolling over Wake County in the second quarter, 44-0.
In the second quarter. Yikes.
Man.
All right, 2nd and 10 for the Wildcats. On the carry.
You know, Chris, I was telling you about me seeing how big Mallard Creek was. Well, they're down 28-7 at the half to Grayson County, Virginia.
What?
Unexpected.
Huh. Grayson County, Virginia.
Hope County 0, Douglasburg 0. So that's still a good game there.
All right, big play in the game here. Southern. Off.
Middle Creek 21, Pinecrest 20.
Ooh.
Still a game there.
Where's that game at?
It is at Pinecrest.
Okay.
You know, Chris, we watched some great games at Pinecrest in those playoffs.
We have. Yes, we have. And it sounds like there's a tell you what, Burton Cates, he loves a big running back, doesn't he?
Yeah, Jameer Smith was his last big back, and he was a big one.
Went on to play tailback at Notre Dame.
Yes, sir. 17. Go ahead.
And then App.
Yeah, and now he's a doctor.
It's amazing.
Yes, sir. 17-7, Cardinal Gibbons over Richmond County right now. Still looking for that Union Pines game.
All right, McCallum on second down, hands and breaks through the first tackle. Then pile driven, but not until after he has another Delambert Stone first down.
And nobody's reported it. Well, Chris, we're going to have to see if we can use our personal acquaintance down there.
I'm working on it.
Brother Nathan Cochran. Oh, there it is, 21-0 Union Pines in the first quarter.
What was my prediction?
Yep, you said it. I can't remember, but you said it. Number 10 out there playing fullback. As you said, they've brought in to the system there.
It's a different vibe. I've been there through 4 or 5 head coaches over the years. Good friends with some of those guys down there, and it's interesting. That program has sort of evolved, and you might say it's gotten better with each one. Brian Till, sort of a high profile hire coming from Richmond. I think it caught everybody off guard. And of course, he brought a lot of his staff with him. And, he's a guy, he didn't have any questions about how he wanted to run his program. When you've done it, he was at Richmond for, I want to say 9 years. And, that's as big a program as it gets in the state of North Carolina. To go to a smaller school, and you say smaller school, Union Pines is
not
bigger than people think it is. In fact, I'm very interested to see where they wind up with this new alignment because people, we talk about, Southern and Union Pines being small. Union Pines is probably bigger than Lee County now.
I agree.
That is an area that's growing, and that school just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. But, he believes they're going to go out there and win every week, and he's got those young men believing that, and, they're executing. Looking to move to – and there comes a flag late. I think the guys on the roof might have had something to do with that.
Score update, Lee County 11, Southeast Gifford 10.
Interesting that they're going for 2 down there. The extra point in the game we saw was an adventure every single time.
Yes, sir.
All right. As you read that, I got the update. 4:17 to go in the second quarter. UP up 21-0. Union Pines, I like to think of as the third Lee County school.
Yeah. Yeah. Not too far out.
It is not. I think it's almost a certainty that Union Pines, Lee County, Southern Lee will not be in the same conference together with the realignment.
I do agree.
But it could go a lot of different ways, and who knows? Nobody really seems to know. Wow. Man, he's explosive. I actually had that conversation with Coach Till, and he's a little surprised that there's not more guidance as to how they're going to do this. The big question is going to be, with essentially 7 splits, you're going to have a lot of combined conferences that are cross classification, but nobody knows, is it going to be, are you going to be able to have 2 classifications or 3 classifications or 4 classifications in a single conference? And that's something they've got to work out. And by this time, generally, the decision's been made the summer prior to realignment. Realignment's coming next school year, and now they're saying it won't be until after Christmas that the call is made. So it's interesting. It's interesting. All right, 3rd and 4 coming up here for the Wildcats. They've been money on 3rd down throughout this game, and given field position And that could make this a little more difficult.
Oh, against Southern.
Oh, my goodness. That means they had somebody, nobody moved. That means they had somebody lined up in the neutral zone, which is a stupid rule, but I digress.
Neutral zone infraction, Cavaliers. Penalty results in the Eastern Randolph first half.
All right, so a free one there and a Delambert Stone first down for the Wildcats as they're moving inside the 35. Hands, and this running game from Eastern Randolph starting to do some damage. I don't think we're going to see the physical toll of the running game be as dramatic as it does in some weeks because both of these teams play so slowly, and really, while we don't keep the stat, time of possession pretty well evenly split during the first half. But it is a little demoralizing when they're coming right at you with it, isn't it?
And it's not like he's little at all, neither. He's bringing some weight behind him. I don't think that's –
no, it's a different back.
That's a different back.
Tell you, the nose tackle for Southern Lee, it's been a couple of different guys rotating through there, has finished far too many plays face down on the ground.
Yeah.
This time, it drew a flag, and while the staff attends to him, we will take a quick break. You've got 5:40 left to go in the third quarter. Eastern Randolph up 8-0, looking to add to that lead. We'll see if they can do it when we come back.
All you do is win, win, win. No matter we got you on our mind, we can never get enough. Every time you step into our bed, everybody's hands go up. And they stay there, and they stay there, and they stay there. All you do is win, win. Put your hands in the air when you go there.
Visit us Sanford.com or call 1-855-9595. Classic Nissan Sanford.
All right, Jerry.
We're back.
Big series here. 2nd and 14 after the penalty. That's a big flip there after the gain from Eastern Randolph.
And Eastern Randolph almost had the ball the whole quarter. It's 5:34 to go. Southern, and there's another flag.
And is this going to be a sideline warning? It's got to be. Yes, it is. All right, so there was.
Oh, he caught it.
No chance.
He caught it, but
he did a great job
of
of catching that foot down. Southern right now happy there's not any replay because he might have dragged one of those toes. He came down awkwardly, bobbling that ball. 3rd and 14. Great. I mean, that was great all around. It was a nice delivery. Put it the only place to get to. The defender got a hand on it, and the receiver made a great attempt and was able to reel it in just out of bounds. All right, 5:15 to go. Clock stop. Big 3rd down here. Southern got to get off the field. I said that, the toll of being out there on defense probably hadn't taken hold yet. If they go, oh, my goodness.
This is crazy.
He is so quick on the draw on that offsides, man.
I mean, they don't even get a chance to put their hand in the
dirt. That's my question is, these guys aren't even set, man. All right. 3rd and 9 now. Penalties continuing to play a role in this game and stretch this thing out. But a lot more manageable than 3rd and 14. I said earlier, Eastern Randolph, they've been money on these plays. They're saying the ball's out. No signal from the officials. No indication that they're looking at it. Now, maybe. There's a helmet off. The ball carrier came out of the pile with no lid on. He's upset. He's fussing and hollering. And he's going to have to come out this play, which is a big deal. 4th and 9 coming up. And a new running back into the game for Eastern. 4th and 9. Eastern going to go for it.
I mean, why not?
You know.
Why not? I think the last time, may have been last year, we came in to watch do a game here, Chris, and the refs had
all right, McCallum looking. Nothing there. Now he's going to run. Wow. What do you know about Avenged Sevenfold, man?
Hey, man.
Hail to the king. That needs to be his walkout music. I love it, man. Wow. Not just a big stick, but that's an impactful game.
Yes, sir.
Or play in the game. Southern will be going the other way now.
Let's see if the Cavs can put together a drive and put
Well,
some
you know,
points
if
on
I'm
the board.
Eastern,
It's
I'm
their
not
time.
too concerned about giving up a short field because
Yeah.
I think what we know from what we've seen with Southern here is they're going to have to. These teams don't like each other, man.
Number 7, Johnny Jones on the carry.
It has been chippy from the opening whistle and just a little bit extra coming out of those piles pretty consistently. All right, new personnel into the game for Southern. Number 26, Tommy Lineberry checks in. Jones brought down for no gain. 35 coming up. They're good.
They're good. This is Burton Cates' defense.
Well,
right
I tell you what. There's a reason Eastern Randolph is one of the best 1A teams in the state because this is not a 1A size program.
No.
We're going to call 1A game a little later this year, and I assure you.
Yeah. That we will see. Major difference.
All right. 3rd down for the Cavs. Sims under center from the eye. Takes a snap, drops. Pressure coming. Steps up. Now he's running. He's got a little bit of space. Throws it out there. He's got a man.
Oh.
Throws it over the head of his receiver. Had a guy coming across the formation was Jamal Benz, and Sims not able to connect with him, and it looks like they're going to punt the football.
You almost want to see him take off running on
Well,
that play.
yeah, it was going to be close. I mean, he was going to have to do some work. And the last time he tried to tuck it and pick it up on a rollout like that, he didn't quite get there. I think Coach Blanks is telling him that. You got to put your head down and run. But he had a receiver. He just missed it. All right, so on to punt. Brian McCullum, who we jinxed in the worst of all ways a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. Right when his brother was in
snap,
here.
Nice snap. And McCullum with a big, booming punt. High soaring ball, but a bounce straight up in the air. Get a good kick. Up into the arms of the coverage team at the 36, and it'll be 1st down. Man, out of 38. That was interesting. 2:49 to go in the 3rd quarter, and given the pace of play here, that's only a couple of possessions either way. So
Either way.
Either team looking to make that count. Eastern Randolph has moved the ball well between the 20s. And penalties.
That was a great way to put it. Between the 20s. That was a really great way to put it, Chris. The GOAT. That's why you're the GOAT, Chris.
No, the GOAT is on the far sideline.
Well, you know, he doesn't do commentating.
Southern gonna get timeout. Actually, that's not entirely true.
Yeah?
So back in the day, before you came on board, the coaches show was actually a cut-up of the game.
Okay.
And the Tom Wellborn and Burton Cates would give commentary and editorialize about every single play.
Oh, wow.
And, it was a whole thing. And Denny Woodruff, when I started doing this, would do it with the Southern League coach, Don Simon, and then I kind of took over and started subbing in there. Here I am today. But we don't do all that cut-up stuff anymore.
Yeah.
But it was really interesting. I mean, to get half an hour, 45 minutes of the coach really talking about the plays while they're on screen and what they were trying to do, what happened, and getting that insight was awesome. And Coach Cates was fantastic at it.
I can believe it. I mean, he's a football mind.
He is a football mind. 71 years old, going into the Graham the Graham Sports Hall of Fame this year, well earned. And, one of the few people walking this planet that has a football stadium named after him.
Yeah.
And, sometimes it's a head scratcher, and you're like, who's that? No, nobody from that community does not know who Burton Cates is. Came back.
Yeah.
And
before he came back, yeah.
And they welcomed him like a returning hero when he came back there. This is year 7, and this Eastern Randolph team has known nothing but success since he got back there. State championship. How many state championships?
Oh, man.
I'll help you out. Just the one. 2006.
I was just – look at my finger. I had the one up.
You had the one up there.
I had the one up.
2006 won the 3A state championship with actually 3 AA. Before you got here, that Eastern Randolph, each of the last 2 years, has lost in the playoffs to the state champion, Mount Airy, both years. Quarterfinals each year. All right, another injured Cavalier. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Classic Nissan Game of the Week.
Are you and don't know what to choose? All realtors. I'm Crystal Copas. Stick a sign in the MLS like a commission. Optimized marketing plan. That additional staging for free videography at no cost to you. Contact Rematch Real Estate Service and let's sold 919-302 or visit me at Crystal.
The only thing real in this video is the new Mr. Beast box at Zaxby's. This restaurant, it's a green screen. The ground I'm walking on, it's a treadmill. Me? I'm not Mr. Beast.
I'm Chandler. Go get the new Mr. Beast box at Zaxby's. It has Feastables.
Introducing Zaxby's new chicken finger tacos. One with pico and creamy chipotle ranch, and the other with bacon and avocado ranch. Chicken experts since 1990. Taco experts since now. Woo, saucy! Zaxby's.
90 years ago, First Bank was founded. You know First Bank, the one where you are greeted by name, the one dedicated to the community, and the one born in the heart of the Carolinas.
We help our customers to realize their dreams by providing financial solutions and building trusted relationships. My name is Rich Trogdon, and we are First Bank.
Coaching.
All right, welcome back to Sanford, North Carolina. 2:04 to go in the third quarter. Eastern Randolph still nursing this 8-point lead. It seems like they've led by 8 all night. 2nd and 8. There's the hand up the middle, and going to be stopped short. Ball's out. Southern's got it at midfield. See who fell on it. We'll never figure out who knocked it loose, but on the recovery, coming out of the pile is Sheed.
Oh, yeah.
Sheed Williams. Got a nose for that football, doesn't he? All right, so with 1:50 to go, momentum swing again for Southern Lead. They've got to capitalize, got to get points on the board.
I think they need to go. Give me another 50-50 ball with Sheed.
Well, I think it's fair to say Eastern's not going to let them just lean on them and run the ball with them. All right, here we go. Southern from the eye. There's the hand. Johnny Jones around the left side, cuts it up. Sorted out this run offense. And to be fair, I don't think anybody pretends that this is a complicated run.
Right,
They do what they do, and they execute. But they are up against a very well-schooled defense with some athletes out there that are just a little bit bigger, a little bit faster, and they're snuffing it out. Jones hadn't been close to a big run.
Nope.
All right, down near a minute to go in the third. And I tell you, not a whole lot of respect being given to the receivers either. I mean, they're showing 8 in the box pretty regularly. Whoa, I tell you what.
Yeah, 2 in the same area.
He short-armed that a little bit. So a minute to go, 3rd and 9 coming up. Williams might have been able to make a play on there, but was distracted by the receiver or the defender flashing in front of him.
You had 2 Cavs right there in that area, which is why.
Not the first time that's happened. That's not sensational play design. All right, 3rd and 9. Cavs need a play.
Got to go back to the air.
And they unpile, and they do have it. So Southern gives it right back. Bad exchange there. And some frustration for these Cavaliers, who I think feel like they came out of the pile with the football.
You love to see the emotions
There's
of the
some
players.
some Cavaliers not happy with something that's going on out there.
Yeah. Oh.
And here comes a flag. Some folks about to come unglued. Is this a sideline situation, or did somebody say a magic word? It's a sideline, and this is the second one. Boy, let me tell you, it doesn't look to be like there's a whole lot of humanity forward of the back line. That might have been an accumulation type foul. Only 5 yards for that delay of game, effectively, but I think there were some words over there that the official. And he's got him. If he can get to it, he overthrew. Oh, my goodness. He did what?
In the basket.
He did what?
Sorry.
Asante? Oh, my goodness. What a play. What a connection. And I tell you what, walking that football down.
Yeah.
Well, there's a flag. All of that, they're saying is dead ball. Now, this is.
He definitely pitched it backwards.
So he's asking if he wants it enforced on the kickoff. So it's something after the play. Coach Blank's not satisfied with the explanation. And you know, Jerry, I come from the military world where my belief is if you got to keep telling somebody you in charge,
Yep.
And after all that, it's 14-0, and nobody's going to be taking these officials to dinner because I don't think they're big fans of them on the other sideline
at all.
30 seconds to go in the quarter. Eastern up by 2 scores now, and Southern going to have to start pulling a rabbit out of a hat. All right, same gimmick formation here. Center lined up by himself. Got a couple options here. He can flip it over to the back lined up on the left or snap it for the extra point. Last time they flipped it to the up back who pushed his way in.
Oh, I just noticed the formation.
Yeah, okay. Now it looks like they're going to line it up and kick this thing straight up. And the kick is up, and the kick is good. 15-0 Eastern over Southern. 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. We'll be back with the kickoff after these messages.
All you do is win, win, no matter what. We got you on our mind. We can never get enough. Time you step into our building, everything's go up. And they stay there, and they stay there, and they stay there. It's put your hands in the air when you go there.
Visit us Sanford.com or call 5461-9595. Classic Nissan Sanford.
All right, welcome back to Classic Nissan Game of the Week here on the NFHS Network. Jerry, watching those commercials roll by, years now we've been talking about Zaxby's. Sometimes I get more excited than others.
Mm-hmm.
Those chicken tacos look fantastic.
Oh, man. You love the peppers and the onions.
And talking to Hector, the marketing director for Zaxby's here throughout this part of the region.
Yeah.
I really got excited, him talking about that chili lime sauce that's in those tacos, man.
I'm not a big taco guy.
Buddy. Woof.
Yeah, I've just never been a big taco guy. I will give you another score update. However, 19-10, Lee County.
All right. Meanwhile, it's halftime at Union Pines. They're up 24-0 over Western Harnett. All right, here's the kick. Short field. Is that going to go out of bounds? It is not going to go out of bounds. Now it's fielded. Now you got a broken field. This could get interesting. Uh-oh. Oh, spinning around. There goes Blanks.
Uh-oh.
Oh. That's getting hectic.
Mm-hmm.
Here's my thing. This is not intended to be critical of anybody. But with athletes like that, you got to get them in space.
You got to.
Reverses, screens, whatever. You got to get them in space. Oh, my goodness. Got to hold again. So this is going to back this up. Little confusion with the chain crew. This should not be 1st and 20. This should not be 1st and 20. There we go. They're going to get it straight. 1st and 10 now, all the way back. Man, that's a tough one to swallow, man. With the 15-yard penalty, you still only start the drive out at the 20. Good job by the Eastern Randolph special teams flipping the field. Sims drops. Got time. Got Blanks out there, and, oh, man, great tackle. That took way too long to get there, and that was from all the way across the other hash. That's just
too long.
That's tough. And if you're Blanks, you probably need to come back to the quarterback on that instead of standing out there on the sideline. That's something that they'll take a look at in film. Now, there's another flag.
13.
Surprisingly.
13-0 Holt County over Douglasburg right now.
Okay.
Another holding call.
So this one's declined. Interesting decision. 2nd and 10. I'd say that's a curious declination, I guess. That's real confidence in your defense. And it does seem like forever since there was a first down by Southern, because it has been. We're all the way through the third quarter. This is likely to be the last play of the third quarter. There hadn't been a suddenly first down. All right, Sims drops. Got to get it out of there. Gets it. First down, 3rd and short coming up here. And no hurry to get a play off. That'll bring us to the end of 3. Eastern up 15-0. Southern trying to mount a comeback. We'll see if they've got it in them. After these messages, Jerry, what do you think?
Let's get it.
Let's go.
We got 12 minutes.
Ready to sell home, which realtors will not are the same. I'm Crystal. I don't just stick a sign in the MO, hope to collect a commit. I provide a customized market that includes professional videography and drone add to you. Contact me, Coach Real Estate Service, and let's get your house 935654. Visit me at crystalcopus.com.
All right, welcome back. Talking about Pinecrest Middle Creek down there. Middle Creek up a point late. Been a long time since Pinecrest lost a regular season game. Last year, I was amazed to find out it was the first undefeated regular season in school history, and there's been some good ball clubs down there. They put as many folks into college playing football as anybody around here. But yeah, Pinecrest with the undefeated regular season, then went out unceremoniously in the playoffs. But Pinecrest Middle Creek, if I was not here, that might be the game I chose to be at. Worked. They stuffed the carrier up the middle, and there are a couple injured Cavaliers.
Oh, man.
But, man, you want to talk about playing the option, buddy. You swarm the ball carrier in the belly. You get to the quarterback and take away the pitch, man. That you can't do it better than that.
That defense over there.
All right, and hopefully just a couple nicked-up Cavaliers here, but there are 2 players down, and the staff is out on the field. We'll take a quick break while they tend to them. You're watching the NFHS Network. This is the Classic Nissan Game of the Week.
The only thing real in this video is the new Mr. Beast box at Zaxby's. This restaurant, it's a green screen. The ground I'm walking on, it's a treadmill. Me? I'm not Mr. Beast.
I'm Chandler. Go get the new Mr. Beast box at Zaxby's. It has Feastables.
Introducing Zaxby's new chicken finger tacos. One with pico and creamy chipotle ranch, and the other with bacon and avocado ranch. Chicken experts since 1990. Taco experts since now. Woo, saucy! Zaxby's.
All right, still a player down for Southern Lee. So big weekend of football coming up. Week 1 for the NFL. Game 1 is in the books. And what a barn burner to start the season with, man. That game looked like it was over a couple of times. And Baltimore, man, with that finish, made it really, really interesting. Kansas City able to hold them off. They just always seem to find a way.
I think there was some great college games on, too.
What you got? What are you tuning in for? What's at the top of your list?
It's crazy that I want to see UNC versus UNC Charlotte because this is the part why I want to see it. UNC's old staff is all at UNC Charlotte. Dre Bly.
I didn't realize Coach Bly went to Charlotte.
Bly's there.
Is he the defensive coordinator?
No, he is the DB coach.
Really?
Still.
All right.
Also,
Coach, you know well, seeing as how he had a hand in recruiting your child.
Yeah. The D-line coach, I cannot think of his name. Okay. He's there, as well as man. I feel bad for not.
All right, big bounce off of the McCullum punt. 54 yards on the punt for McCullum after it finishes rolling.
Coach Brewster.
Okay.
Yep, Tim Brewster. He's there as well. So
how many more years do you think Mac Brown's at UNC?
Oh, man, I don't know. I really don't know.
I'd have to look up and confirm, but I think he's 104 years old.
He's like 83. He's old.
I remember very well when he was at UNC the first time around, and then all those years at Texas. Yeah. Mac Brown is a legendary coach who never has gotten he's never gotten his due.
No. I mean, he only has one national
one
championship.
natty, Vince Young.
Oh, mix up and it's steal.
He carrying, folks. My goodness.
Man. He ate his Wheaties.
I tell you what.
I'm telling you, man, he ate his Wheaties.
That's a Mike Allstott.
Jesus.
There. Wow. All right. That'll take us down inside 11 minutes. Every one of these first downs a big deal at this point as Southern needs 2 possessions.
Speaking of Mike Allstott, Chris, he was, man.
Man, that backfield with he and Warwick done.
Man, Tampa Bay, it's crazy.
It's something else.
Crazy.
All right, McCallum hands. And this time.
He looked tired. He looked
wrapped
tired
up and stopped for a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, they're gonna sub him out. He looked a little tired after that one.
He deserves a break.
Yeah. .52 left in the fourth quarter. Southern down 15-0. Chris, he comes and another tailback comes out, man, running just as strong. He'll get forward progress on. That carry.
3rd and a couple.
Man, they're shooting them out of cannons.
A royalty of Cavaliers on the stop there.
Blocked by destruction.
All right, 3rd and 2. Southern really needs to stop here. 9:15 to go. Clock ticking. Tick, tick, tick.
So I just got to tell everybody, I think I did mention it during the game, I found my dogs.
I legitimately was concerned about those dogs, and I was glad to hear. I checked in on them. My wife asked me about those dogs.
Yeah, man, I got them. They're at the house.
All right, there's the hand. Got to get a stop, and won't get it. That'll be another Delambert Stone first down Eastern, and this clock will tick, tick, tick some more down inside 9 minutes.
It's not too often that Frenchie and a pit bull can get missing together, and you get both of them back.
Well, it's got the makings of a good buddy movie.
It did. It did, and I tell you, my Frenchie was excited to see me. They were at the animal shelter.
Big boy knew he was in trouble, didn't he?
Big boy knew he was in trouble. He knew. He already knew, but I didn't do nothing to him. I was just happy to get him back home and look outside and see them there.
I bet you won't leave that gate open.
Nope.
Soon. Right, there's the hand. Picking. Now puts his head down, and he'll have 3 on the carry. 2nd down coming, and more. It's funny what they've elected to flag tonight and what they haven't.
Yeah.
It's an interesting decision or a series of decisions that have been made. Excuse me. All right. Southern will get a timeout. They want to talk about this. I think Coach Blank's seen enough of this belly play, picking up positive yardage. At this point, you just got to start selling out, right, Jerry?
Yes, sir.
See if we've got a UP update. I believe it is Don Clayton and Nate Cochran on the call down there. And there are not a whole lot of crews I'll go out of my way to listen to, but Don and Nate together be worth the listen.
Yeah, Don is definitely one of those guys, man. Definitely one of those guys.
Don is I wonder sometimes.
Mr. Don Clayton.
Big Daddy Don Clayton.
Yeah, man. And I'll give another score update. Lee County 26, Southeast Guilford 10.
All right. Lee County seems to be out there getting it done. Again, big game for them to go 3-0. Who's Lee County got next week?
Not sure. Let's see.
How are we going to find out?
Google. High school OT.
All right, good tackle there in the hole. Was that?
Number 3, Mike Blanks with the stop.
Oh, wow.
What do we got, Jerry? What do we got?
Yep, not as easy as it seems on here.
Well, I got a text coming in from Don Clayton. 28-0 there at UP. All right, here's the hand on 3rd down, and that's going to be plenty for the first down. And and spun back around, have about 8 on the carry. That'll take us inside 7 minutes when this ball is snapped next, and that is a Delambert Stone first down, Eastern Randolph. Wildcats looking good, man.
I agree, Chris. So let's see. Next week they have Panther Creek.
Yes.
They'll be at Panther Creek. And then after that, conference play starts, and they will be down at Union Pines.
So what's your pregame analysis of the Panther Creek game?
I don't know a lot about Panther Creek. I can be honest.
I know they've got one of the coolest names around, man.
Yeah,
if I'm going to be from something called Creek, Panther Creek would be a good starting spot.
Let's see. They're 1-1. Lost to Leesville Road, 21-49.
No shame in that.
They are 4A.
They are.
So we'll see.
All right, second is short coming. Clock down near 6 minutes. And if Coach Cates had his way, he'd milk this thing all the way down to nothing and never let Southern have the ball back.
Yeah. Well, we're going to see nothing but run. Run, run, run.
There's the snap and the run. And picking his way through defenders, and that'll be another Delambert Stone first down.
You know, Chris,
plenty of advertisement for Delambert Stone tonight.
A lot.
We to that extent, we are very appreciative.
Yeah. And that's not a big line that Eastern Randolph had, but they're doing their job. They're definitely doing their job.
They have eliminated the middle of that Southern line all night.
All night long.
The interior line, whomever has been in there at nose tackle, has done nothing. Ball carrier wrapped up, pops right back up, says, I'll do it again. 5 yards on the first down carry. But Southern has stuck to their guns. They play that 3-3-5 or 3-5-2. 3-5-2 is not enough, is it?
Don't look like it. Not tonight.
No, they play that 3-3-5 stack. They kind of bring another linebacker in there. Now, it's getting – the frustration's starting to percolate to the surface. You got somebody paging you, Jerry.
There's my daughter down there who's asking for the keys, Chris.
Where are you trying to go? You trying to drive home?
Oh. Did you hear that, Chris?
What's that?
TV World, she said I'm talking too much. So she wants my keys.
I hear you.
That's my daughter, who is a cheerleader, dancer, football player. She will get out there right now with the boys down there playing football, and I guarantee you she'll hit any one of them.
Don't know if you are aware, Jerry, but it's been announced that North Carolina is adopting a new girls' sport, and flag football is going to be a North Carolina sanctioned sport.
Oh, wow.
We saw the Southern League bowling team honored with or recognized for their state championship. So all kinds of.
Well, she'll tell me something like that. That's for the boys. Even though she'll get out there in the yard and play football, now she'll cheer all day long, and she loves dancing.
So after the personal foul and the offsides call combined, that'll get Eastern Randolph not only a Delambert Stone first down, but also into the RE/MAX red zone. Seems like a long time since anybody was in the red zone tonight. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, this is the first time either team has been in the RE/MAX red zone in the second half. And we are 3/4 of the way through it. If Southern's got any chance of pulling a miracle out here, they've got to get a stop. They cannot allow points here. Right now, a 2-possession game, can't let this get out any farther.
First down?
Now, last time Eastern was in the red zone, Brett Blanks flipped it around and took one back the other way. And there's the first down stop. So 2nd and goal from about the 8.
If you were Eastern Randolph, what do you do?
Same thing Coach Case is doing.
Run the ball.
Run the ball right up the gut. Don't try to do anything cute. They had some near misses with jet motion. I wouldn't do anything cute. I would stick it in 8's belly and run out the clock. And given, that Southern hadn't done a heck of a lot on offense, I'd do it 2 more times. And I tell you, man, it's been very interesting, and I'm not being critical or anything. It has just been interesting to see what gets flagged tonight and what doesn't.
Well, in that case right there, the whistle had not blown. I mean,
fair enough.
He was blocking.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So now you're 3rd and goal from about the 2. Clock inside 3 minutes, and if Eastern punches this in, you can crank up the bus.
Yeah.
Southern trying to make one last stand. There's the hand. And stuffed and spins off of it and into the end zone. This has been an impressive performance. An impressive performance. And if you're watching at home and you're upset because we don't have these players' names, go update Max Preps.
Well, it's a long shot at this point for Southern.
Well,
but I would like to see them get on the board.
I'd love to see them get on the board. There's something about getting shut out.
Drive.
Now, Southern played Eastern Randolph at their house last year and didn't fare too well, frankly.
You had the results from the game?
I do have it, and I don't know where it went. Here we go. So Southern last year played at Eastern Randolph and got beat 36-15.
Okay.
It was a 21-point game there. They're down 22. I got to tell you, I watched the highlights of that game from last year. This is a different performance. This Southern Lee team was a couple of plays from being neck and neck with Eastern. Eastern kind of got the breaks. And that's not taking anything away from Eastern Randolph. They're a very good football team. They came in here and handled what they needed to do. But, a couple plays, Blanks and Sheed Williams in particular got caught by the ankles. And then a couple of badly timed penalties, against Southern have kind of shaped this game. So Southern didn't capitalize on the opportunities, didn't do what they needed to do.
Correct.
Coach Blanks and his staff will be trying to clean that up, and they'll be looking to get to a W with Fairmont next week.
That used to be a pretty big game for Southern.
It used to be a big game because Lonnie Cox was the head coach down there, and he had been here at Southern as an offensive coordinator.
Yep.
Then went to Union Pines as the head coach, and then went to Fairmont, which at the time was his dream job, and he's had about 4 jobs since then. So, but that's where that Fairmont Southern thing comes from, is the tie with Lonnie Cox. And that'll be a chance for Southern to get well. Now, of course, they've got – do you know when they've rescheduled the game from last week?
No. Haven't heard. Have you?
I don't even know.
Yeah.
That's like the first rule of TV.
Yeah.
Don't ask a question you don't know the answer.
Yeah?
No, I don't know. There's a spinning onside attempt, and it's reeled in. And
come on.
Here we go again.
Come on.
Mike Blank's going to get
He hadn't
rung
even
up
blown
here.
the whistle. This is just too much.
It's not.
That's too much.
I stand by my earlier statement.
Yep. You just don't know. I mean, you down here, the guy gets pushed all the way across the end zone, no whistle blown, and he continues his job. Same thing out here, and there's a flag.
Another flag. Personal foul.
Another flag. I really, really, really hope that this thing doesn't get silly here or any sillier than it is. The Southern coaching staff wants to talk to their guys. Keep your heads about you guys. You got a lot of football to play. And this is the kind of game where you see young men do something that costs them some time down the road.
Definitely.
And, you know, you mess around and get ejected, it comes with very stiff penalties.
You'll miss the next game.
And if you get a second one, you're gone for the year. So got to be really careful that nobody does anything crazy. Coach Blank's out there he's getting his money's worth, though. He said, you can't suspend me like that.
Yes, sir.
He is not happy. And as intense a guy as he is, he usually, you know, is like, look, we're not going to fuss. We're going to come out there and do what we need to do. He is upset, and rightfully so.
Yeah, rightfully so.
Rightfully so. Jerry, who's our post-game sponsor? Got to be First Bank, right?
Post-game sponsor of tonight.
Who is the post-game sponsor?
It'll be First Bank.
First Bank. I got it. First try. Ooh. And in the middle of the field, a lot of nonsense going on.
So hope everything stays copacetic.
Well, we're going to stick around after the conclusion of this. Got 2.5 minutes to go. We'll stick around with the First Bank post-game show. Excuse me.
And a score update coming from across town, 26-24.
Uh-oh.
Lee County.
There goes Sims, and
there's a flag.
You got to be kidding me. Got to be kidding me. This is – Jerry, this is gross.
This is horrible, man.
And, you know –
this is crazy.
It is. Clock stopped with 2:26 to go. I hope that this isn't a real injury here in garbage time. Told you these teams didn't like each other from the opening kick. You got here at the end of the first quarter, and there had been plenty of this nonsense. It just kept percolating. And you got
man.
So the flag was thrown with two guys laying on the turf, and the call was hands to the face. All right.
Let's see if I can get a score update on that Middle Creek game.
Personal foul, Cavaliers.
I'm pretty sure Coach Blanks at this point is just ready to get this one over with before something does happen. Because it seemed like it's teetering right there, Chris. What you think?
It's beyond teetering. I really just hope for everybody's sake that nobody does anything stupid here. And unable to reel it in. Good delivery there. Wyatt McAllister
and
not quite able. And that these young men need to remember they've got a lot of football to play this year.
There's another flag on the ground as well. 35-34, Middle Creek right now.
Ooh, Coach Jacobs. Two of my favorite football coaches and locked in that battle right now.
Personal fouls on each team, offsetting.
So offsetting fouls. And they'll wind the clock at 1:59. Sims rolls. Now he's going to run and be forced out of bounds at the 15. There's another flag. This is beyond dumb at this point. 1:46 to go. Clock is stopped again. That was a mile behind the play.
I wonder how many penalties this is for the night.
I just estimated in a text down to Union Pines about 25 flags. I don't feel like that's an exaggeration.
Offsetting personal fouls.
Oh, my goodness. All right, Sims drops, scrambles, and he'd be wrapped up, and they have yet another flag.
41 flags at this point.
Come on. 42 now that this one's thrown.
Wow, man. At this point, just take a knee. Definitely has become ridiculous at this point.
Shot block, Cavaliers.
I can't recall a game with this many flags. I mean, I know it gets touchy sometimes when you have a game that's lopsided score-wise like this, but the entire game has been like this.
It has. It has. And, you know, you don't want a Monday morning quarterback, but the chippiness started early.
Yeah.
And the officials kind of let some things go, trying to let them play. But I think if I did have a criticism, it's been so inconsistent.
Yeah, I was going to say.
How it's been. I mean, and we've just watched it. We've watched guys get, driven across the field after plays, and there's no call. And then the next time round, you see a clean hit, and because it was, a particularly big hit, it's a personal foul. It's just been, it's been wild. And, emotions were high. Southern wanted to come in here. They wanted to get to 2-0, make a statement. And Eastern, this is a ball club that expects to win. It was heated from jump. And this is what it's devolved to. And that's what I was concerned about, is somebody was going to get hurt or get themselves suspended. And here's my concern. And I don't even know how this works, but I'm afraid that when they start going back and looking at these offsetting personal fouls, they're going to realize that one of these kids picked up two, which is going to mean what?
Yeah, a suspension.
A suspension.
Number 5, Mason Carson.
What about the dad that picked up his daughter off the soccer field, and right before he got to the sidelines, his knees just gave in? That's classic, man. You got to see that one, Chris. I got to send it to you. He thought he was a hero out there, man. Oh. He got about 3 steps away from the sidelines. It just started buckling.
Oh.
It gave way.
All right, with the 1:36 to go, Eastern Randolph, after the turnover, has the football.
Takes the excitement.
I think, yeah. The air has come out of the stadium, and I think that Coach Cates is probably going to kneel this football down and get out of here before anybody else gets hurt. And I would hope that Southern lets them do it and we don't have any silliness along the offensive and defensive lines. And it looks like that's what's going to happen. Clock is running inside 1:30, and that will do it. It's going to take a minute, 20 seconds to get there. But, Jerry, I mean, we've kind of wrapped this thing up. I don't think Southern has anything to be terribly disappointed about.
Right.
I think maybe this was a bit of a litmus test, and they came up short. But you've got to take advantage, and regardless of what anybody's perception or opinion of what the refereeing was like tonight, you've got to figure out a way not to shoot yourself in the foot. Too many penalties, too many pre-snap penalties.
Yeah.
The offsides on the defense a couple of times where they lined up in the neutral zone. You got to be better than that. And then the false starts, they're just unforgivable, and they came at very inopportune times.
Yes, sir.
So, you know, it is what it is. But that'll be the final here, 22-0, Eastern Randolph.
First Bank presents the post-game show on the NFHS Network. Brought to you by New Image Media.
Jerry, I mean, this First Bank post-game show, what are your thoughts, man? Give us some quality content.
What do Southern take from this game? Discipline.
Yeah.
You got to have more discipline.
Well, you know, and this is a step up. This is a team that, you know, these young men that were in the program 2 years ago and 3 years ago,
right?
You know, they just wanted to win a football game.
Right.
Well, last year they got to 6-5, got to the playoffs. You want to make that next step and play with the big boys, you've got to play clean football.
Yes, sir.
And you've got to play smart. And you've got to take advantage of opportunities, and they really didn't. A back-and-forth game that was just kind of a weird sort of rhythm. But I think if I'm on that Southern coaching staff, this bothers me a little bit because if that's what the offense is going to be, the competition's not going to get any smaller.
It's not.
They're not going to get any slower.
It's going to get tough.
If it's not working against Eastern Randolph, I don't know that it's going to work real well against Scotland or Richmond or Pinecrest or Lee County. So they got to get some things. I like the way the pass offense is coming together, and I know this sounds elementary, but I think they got to pay a little bit more attention to which side of the field they run those routes to because there were an awful lot of throws, man, that were all the way across the hashes to the other side, and that's a long throw for anybody.
He has a nice arm.
Oh, he's got a great arm.
But that's just a little too far. Gives too much time.
And Sims did a good job with his feet on occasion, but it seems like every time he made a big play, it was reset by a penalty.
Oh, yeah.
I really like his decision-making process. I like his poise in the pocket. But I tell you what, tonight I like Cody McCallum's better from Eastern. That's a nice little quarterback.
Definitely.
And the running back, number 8, man.
He carried the load tonight.
I'll be looking for him on Saturdays, buddy. That's a big guy. I'd like to see him play a little bit more linebacker too. Jerry,
he was there.
Final thoughts. Where are we at next week? Do you know?
We are in Lee County. I think we can't be there.
No, I'm pretty sure that we're doing Panther Creek next week. I think we're doing the Panther Creek game.
Are we at Chatham County?
I don't know. We'll figure it out. Stay tuned. We're what? Yeah, we're in Cary at Panther Creek.
At Panther Creek.
Yeah,
okay.
so we're doing the Panther Creek Lee County game. I've never been up to Panther Creek. I'm sure it's a trash facility, right?
Yes, sir.
I'm sure it's beautiful. So it'll be all right. All right, so we've got – I can't read it, dude.
Score update, 32-26, Southeastern Guilford have came back.
Oh, my goodness.
On Lee County.
Yikes. All right, hopefully Lee County can mount a comeback, and one way or the other, we will see them on the road at Panther Creek next week. This has been the First Bank post-game show.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
Chris. This is Jerry. We are out. Peace.
We have a home at 25 State Place.
Bring it.
We have meals.
Bring it. Bring it.
We have a trampoline.
Bring it.
I have jewelry.
Bring it. For all your home,
all your insurance needs, give us a call at 919-774-4440.
come see us in person, 1720 West Everett Drive in Sanford, right beside Dexter Steakhouse.
North Carolina Farm Bureau is a proud sponsor of
the Scholar Athlete of the Week Award.
90 years ago, First Bank was founded. You know First Bank, the one where you are greeted by name, the one dedicated to the community, and the one born in the heart of the Carolinas.
We help our customers to realize their dreams by providing financial solutions and building trusted relationships. My name is Rich Trogdon, and we are First.